All right, let's work on writing mixed numbers and integers as fractions, writing terminating decimals as fractions, repeating decimals as fractions, and learning how to classify numbers. So first, write -4 3/8 as a fraction means this is currently a mixed number. There are only two kinds of fractions. There's proper and improper. So you're going to take this, multiply it 8 times 4, and then add 3. Hopefully you remember that from elementary school. The negative sign just gets to pop over. So again, it's denominator times the whole number plus the numerator gives you your new numerator, and then the denominator stays the same. Again, with that negative sign, I really don't like it there. I really prefer it on the top like that. I think you can see it better. 10 is a fraction. Any whole number is over 1. Again, 5 times 2 plus 3, and then -6 over 1. So I taught you in 5.1 a good way to be able or to read a decimal is to write a 1 in the ones place and then follow it with zeros, or just know there's 2 places, there'd be 2 zeros. So it's 26 hundredths. And then you're going to go ahead and simplify that. Now remember, in the past chapters, I taught you how to simplify. You can prime factor it, or you can use this cake method, remember? Say, okay, 2 goes into it 13, and 2 goes into that 50, and there's your simplified fraction, 13/50ths. This is a benchmark decimal. If you had your benchmark fractions known, you would know that that's 7/8. But if you don't, you learn how to read it. So it's 2 and 875 over 1,000. And then you would have to simplify that. But if you knew your benchmark fractions, you would already know that that's 7/8. 84 hundredths, simplify that. Benchmark fractions, if you knew your benchmark fractions, you would know that that's 3 and 5/8. If one number repeats, if you remember your benchmark fractions, it's over 9. So if it was 2 repeating, your answer would be 2 9ths. If 2 numbers repeat, then it's over 99. If 3 numbers repeats, then it's over 999. There's a whole process for doing it, but I really only need you to know that 2 numbers repeat, it's over 2 9ths, 99. 3 numbers repeat, it's over 999. If 1 number repeats, it's only over 1 9, okay? You don't need to know the process right now. And then you would simplify that. 1 number repeats, 4 9ths, benchmark. Okay, so there's a chart that I did with you in chapter 1. And actually, I think it was in chapter 2 that I introduced it to you. Not the best circles in the world. And I said to you, there's a whole bunch of numbers that you need to get to know. And you need to know their definitions and what they're called. So the first one right here is your natural numbers. Remember, your natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Your whole numbers are right here. Those are natural numbers, so every number that's natural is also whole. The only difference is a whole number includes 0. Then there's integers right here. Integers are all of your natural numbers, all of your whole numbers, and their opposites. Okay, so that's and their opposite. And then there's rational. Rational numbers are all of your natural numbers, they're all of your whole numbers, they're all of your integers, and they're all of your decimals and your fractions, okay? So natural, whole, and integers don't have decimals and fractions. Rational numbers do. These, remember, are called your irrational numbers. They're your numbers that go on forever and don't repeat. So if it's a repeating number, we know it can be turned into a fraction. And if it can be turned into a fraction, it's rational. So remember, your irrational numbers were like pi and this non-perfect squares, like that. All of these are called real numbers. So when you identify a number like 15, you start in the center and you say, is it natural? If you say yes to natural, then it's automatically all of them, okay? And it is natural, so it's whole, integer, and rational. 1/8, the only thing that can be a fraction is rational. This is a repeating number. The only repeating numbers are rational. Because remember, 2 numbers repeat, it's over. 99, if it can be a fraction, it's rational. -7, it's not natural, it's not a whole, but it is an integer and rational. 3 4/5 is a fraction, so it's rational. Repeating 24 hundredths is rational. And that's it.